Oh no.
Okay.
Hi.
All right. Okay. Now you just sit there. I'm gonna go grab my phone because I need to get the chat. Give me a second.
Are we recording?
All right, here we are with Armageddon Dance Party. We are joined by the host of the Alien Probe podcast, Doug Anthony. How's it going, Doug?
Excellent, Robert. How you doing, man?
I'm fucking doing amazing. All right, now let me tell you, for people that don't know, this is my father, and this is kind of rock bottom for my podcasting career because I have my father joining me.
I don't charge much, so it's all good.
All right, nice. All right. So I got to tell you, Dad, I think I met the girl of my dreams. I don't want.
Is she there, or is it somebody else?
No. Well, it's a whole long story.
That'll be another podcast. That's for another podcast.
No, the lucky thing is the girl doesn't. The girl listens to my podcast, but only when I interview another girl. Like every time another girl is on the stream, then she like listens, and she's very intent on listening to them. But
She wants to know all your secrets.
yeah, but if I'm like interviewing my dad, she doesn't give two fucks. But
Okay, well, good.
I think that I might want to settle.
No.
No?
Isn't there some? Is this the same girl that's there now?
Well, she's not like here. She's at work.
Oh, okay. Is this the one you mentioned to bring it down to the house when you come down? Or is this somebody else?
No,
We're, well, this is starting pretty good. Well, I'm the host and executive producer of the Alien Probe podcast. We discuss everything weird, paranormal, aliens, UFOs, Bigfoot. We're about 18 episodes in. I'm assuming 18's going to get up there pretty soon. Robert is supported the whole thing. He's put us on the platforms. Made it pretty popular. I know how come the words are always backwards, but I brought a prop. Um, Alien Pro podcast listed in 38 countries, 41 U.S. states,
why are you always
and
flexing on
114
me?
U.S. cities. I just thought I'd come. But when we did our podcast, which is you and me, the Alien Pro podcast, you always said, well, I always like you're a major part of this. So whatever success I have is a success for you too. You just started, we're months ahead of you. There's no way for you to think that, you're gonna take it over.
No, I will take
You
it
know
over.
what I mean?
Look, I
You
can
will
assure
not.
you, I will.
You will not.
I will destroy
You
your.
will not.
I will destroy
Mark
your
my
fucking.
words.
I'm so happy to fucking hang out with you, Dad. You are you're an integral part of my life. Obviously, if not for you, look, whatever, it's fine.
I know. Team effort, man. Team.
I'm happy. I'm happy to actually do this. This is a nightmare. This is the worst fucking. This is the
I know
worst
we're
podcast.
So yeah.
Go ahead.
So anyway, we didn't get the pre-show too much, so we don't know what's off limits. What can I talk about?
Nothing. Everything. Just do everything. This is Armageddon Dance Party. You do whatever the fuck you want.
What I can tell stories about your mother.
Yeah. I guess if it makes you feel okay, it's fine.
Yeah, no, they're funny. It's nothing horrific. So it's but part of your upbringing. So I want it.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. Go for it.
No. So anyway, so your Christmas rant, did you save that copy of that?
I did, yeah. Wait, wait. Which Christmas rant? The one where I got wasted and shit on the college girl? No, I didn't save any of that.
You wasted in what?
No, I got wasted and shit on the college girl. And you, to your credit, did give me shit on Thanksgiving about dating a college girl, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, no, what are you doing?
It's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's not
and
work.
then like less than a month later, you were like, I told you.
No, I didn't. You called me. You were in a bad spot. You didn't talk to me for 4 days, only because of whatever happened up there.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, I was going to get a hold of your sponsor on LinkedIn so I could figure out what the hell you were doing. But he wouldn't. I did a friend request and he ghosted me. So I don't know. So I guess
I got a legit dope sponsor.
So anyway, Johnny's like, okay, well, I guess we're flying up Saturday then, huh? I go, yeah.
I swear to God, I put in my head, how long is it going to take for my father to mention Johnny on the podcast before we started? What are we at? What are we at? 10 minutes? Oh, God.
Did I mention him
old Johnny, the fucking favorite son.
Some wounds. Hey, why don't you have Johnny put the podcast on?
Why don't you just fucking put Johnny on the fucking podcast, for God's sake?
I should have brought him in here so you could dirt him in person. I only mentioned it because he's like, I guess we're flying up Saturday because you weren't communicating because you were having a bad week.
It was a bad week, yeah, for sure.
So I'm like, okay, well, we'll fly up. I'll put you on the plane. We'll go up there and find out what the hell's going on.
Right.
So, I don't know, but, just a bad stretch there, I guess. So
yeah,
no big deal.
I guess. So I'm still mourning. All right. Look, I'm still mourning this goddamn relationship and I don't want to talk about it, but like, okay. So like, I just want to fucking like move on to this old woman that I'm going to settle with.
What
I guess.
She, like, 30? She even 30?
She's 37, for God's sake, you fucking asshole.
Oh, shit. She's an old bag. Hey, you know what? She probably looks 12, right?
We're going to get banned. You don't even know about this platform. I fucking work for Amazon, right? Never mind.
Put it out there. I just said she looks 12, not like...
She is 37, I can assure everybody. Look, I get enough shit about the last relationship I was in. That girl...
Good job.
Yeah, this is the worst podcast I've ever done.
I know. Me too.
Are you sure you don't want to have any fucking printed out papers that like you
That's what I do. Yeah, we don't want to do that. We're going freeform.
All right.
I don't want to. Do you want to send me something?
No,
so we can,
I have nothing. This is terrible.
Well, we used all our good stuff on my podcast.
We
all
did,
the trip to Catalina Island, And
There's nothing. There's nothing. All right, look, my point is I'm going to settle, all right? Look, this is what you've been fucking hammering me about for like 20 goddamn years. I'm going to settle. I'm going to settle, Father. This is what you want me to do, right? You want me to settle? This girl makes a great spring roll.
Oh. Did she do pot stickers?
No, she makes spring rolls. She doesn't do pot stickers. You ever fuck with the spring roll?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You've never had a spring roll?
Guy. I'm a pot sticker guy.
You've never had a spring roll?
Probably. I don't know. I eat all kinds of
A spring roll is essentially an egg roll that's not fried, and it's better. It tastes better. You ever fuck? You ever fuck with the spring roll?
I don't think so. It sounds like a pot sticker's challenged brother. I don't know.
So tell us more about the Alien Pro podcast, because you are destroying me in their ratings.
Okay. So anyway, we're 18 episodes in. I bring on yourself, of course. You've done a couple episodes. The first one we did it's funny how it's come so far in really such a short period of time. Yeah. I bring you on. I brought my brother, my newfound brother, Kevin, came on for a few episodes. Of course, he's kind of listened to himself, so he keeps his episode downloads high. He did the John Teeter time traveler episode, which is a really good one. And then he's done a couple. Brandon did one. Your favorite brother Johnny could care less. He doesn't want anything to do with it. Stupid.
He's never done one episode. Your favorite son hasn't done one episode. Just to be clear.
No, if it's not about motorcycle riding, forget it. It's not happening. Wow. All right. I don't know. He just doesn't. He doesn't care. Kinda weird. Yeah, it is a little weird. I don't know, but
it's like he's not even.
He calls me a nerd all the time now. Yeah, you're a nerd. You're doing this. There's mention of the podcast on. I saw it somewhere as I was searching around for myself, and it said it was a history podcast. which it is.
Right.
It is kind of a history podcast because we take the information, we take stories. When I grew up, I loved. It was flying saucers were a big thing. So my brother, I have two brother Kevin. I have a stepbrother Kevin.
Kevin
brothers.
I have
two brothers Kevin. Yeah, and Kevin, who's in Texas, and
Uncle
then
Kevin. He's the one that bought me the Genesis. He's my favorite brother. Yeah, and just brother. For a hint to the other Kevin, who obviously is listening to the podcast, I can be bought. So Uncle Kevin, my favorite Uncle Kevin, bought me a Genesis, and he is my favorite uncle. Other brother Kevin, I can be bought, but it is going to take a little bit of work. You're gonna have to open up the wallet. You're gonna have to fucking put a little grease in and fucking
work at it. You're a little bit of a hoe, aren't you?
I'm a slut. I'm a terrible. I'm a dirty slut.
We're talking about money exchanging.
I don't just want you to give me money. I want you to put some effort in. Like I like Chevys. Like buy me like maybe a nice Gen 2 Camaro. Maybe like that'll push you over the edge.
You don't have enough Camaros. You don't have enough Camaros.
I have two Camaros. I could always use another one. Buy me another Camaro, and you will be my favorite Uncle Kevin.
You sound like a lot of the women I've known throughout the years.
I'm a fucking whore. Look, I'm fucking disgusting.
Oh my God. So anyway, the podcast, we've again 18 episodes, and we're having a good time at it. It's I don't want to say successful. I think we're gonna throw some advertising out there to see how that boosts it up. So you can really get your ass kicked, but it'll be your doing. Right. But nobody's really comment. I don't know. They probably listen to it for 6 seconds, and I get a download credit, and they move on. I don't know. Maybe. Doesn't appear to be that way.
I bought you that shirt, didn't I?
Yes, you did. That's why I wore it tonight.
Holy shit! Look at that. I'm sorry.
Well, I have to wear. I said, what am I going to wear? I feel like I'm going to the prom. It's like digging through my T-shirt drawer.
It took me a second.
Oh,
like
shit.
it was registering for a second, but like I bought you that shirt in New York when I was with what's her name? Garbage ass.
That girl.
Right,
yeah,
but I definitely remember buying you that shirt.
It's a great shirt.
Yeah,
I get a lot of comments. We go when we go grocery shopping. It's a highlight of my Sunday morning. I get a lot of comments because there's a lot of retired people up here, so it is pretty cool. But yeah, we're moving along with it, and sometime we'll move to video and that kind of thing. I'm still working. I don't know how much longer. They piss me off enough. It might be very short lived, but I could spend a lot more time in preparation and things, so that it's a little more free form. We need to work a little. There's a lot of reading and stuff, but it is interesting. But we don't get any comment. I don't get any. I get a couple emails here and there which we read, but not much interaction. Like a lot more interaction. One of those things where like the Bill Burr where he's reading, although we read a little bit better than he does, but we're just going to try to move it along and kind of take it to the next level at some point. I didn't think it would even be, I don't want to say it's popular. That isn't those aren't gigantic numbers, but it's just interesting how it's grown.
I told you, man.
In popularity,
now,
without the help.
Are you ready to spend $1,000 on marketing?
Yes.
To to really blow this goddamn.
Is it a month? Is it like a monthly fee or is it just
I have no idea. I've never done this before.
Let me know. Yeah, I have money. It's I'm married into money, so I'll just get money somewhere and do it. It's no big deal.
Now,
but it's.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Question?
No, I don't have a question.
Okay.
I am a little upset that we didn't get to cover the. We didn't get to cover.
There's a shocker right there. Upset about something.
I'm a little upset. I'm a little upset that you're upset about how I'm upset, and I don't think you really realize. I don't think you realize that I'm upset with literally everyone that I have to interact with. And you said on your podcast that like you got depressed because I was like upset with you because I was like, oh, well, just fucking look it up on the internet when you like send me all these computer questions.
Yeah, because I got people where I work. I call people like, we'll just take care of you. Like, what the is wrong with you? Go Google it. I go, fuck, I can't. And you go to Google it, it takes it wants to sell you shit, it wants to do this and that. I know how to do stuff. And I'm like, what the hell? I know you're going to dirt me about this. Generally speaking, I'm okay, but I'm just out of this is new. And once you saw it today, I figured it out.
You did. But what I don't think what you understand is I'm literally upset with everyone.
You're my opposite. You're like my opposite because I don't give a shit about anything. I don't care. I
fucking hate everything. Like I'm so
you're volatile, and you're volatile.
I love this term, and you're the only one that actually applies it to me. Everyone else just calls me an asshole.
Well, they're too scared.
They are scared of me. They're terrified of me. Look, I have mass shooter vibes. Let's just fucking put it out there. I'm not going to shoot anybody, but I definitely like carry myself like a guy who's just liable to like light up a fucking crazy eye going. I will light up a fucking theater. People are terrified of me. But you have applied a term to me that I really appreciate, and that's volatile.
Yeah. When I say you have your mother's eyes, you know what I mean.
No, totally. I will fucking. She's
you look capable. capable of wiping out some
Yeah,
stuff,
but I'm so lazy. Like, that's also the thing about my mother and me.
Yeah, it would.
And like the planning, like I just want to make a sandwich and fucking chill out, you know? Like I'll give you the eye, but like also I want to like relax at the same time, you know?
Well, you're like me though, like that. I mean, I am like I'll think of something and then I'm like some shiny will flash over here and I'll forget about it. You know? It's like yeah, whatever. You know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't really.
Thanks.
When's the last time you got an actual fist fight? You know.
It's been a minute. I had the shit beaten. No, like I had the shit beaten out of me by a vacuum cleaner salesman. I think back in like 2007.
Holy shit.
Yeah, back in 2007, and then after that guy beat the shit out of me, I like swore off fist fighting. You never heard about this?
No, what happened?
Oh my god. No, this is a
Where
true story. No, I was at the Carlton House. And me and my buddy Chico, we were sitting there playing Battlefield, and
Chico.
Yeah, he was a white dude. This is like the white
Chico in the band.
No, it's a white dude. It was my buddy, my white friend Chico. Nice. We were playing Battlefield, and this dude knocked on the door. You know, the downstairs door, which is like a weird place to knock. And this guy knocked on the door. It was this Asian dude, and I don't know why I have to bring in the guy's race, but it was definitely important. He beat really the shit out of me, so I feel like I can point out his race.
What do you know, like kung fu and shit?
No, he just beat the shit out of me, just like standard street fighting. And
got your ass whooped. That
dude,
sucks.
he literally beat the shit. Not literally, but like he beat the fucking shit out of me.
Did it surprise you the amount
No,
of
he was a little bigger than me.
Let
but
loose a can of ass. He was bigger than you. What are you, like 6'2"?
No, I'm 5'11". He was like 6 foot, but he had like a cocky attitude about him. And like he knocked on the door and he like started talking about vacuums or whatever the fuck. I don't know. And I went outside and he was like ranting and raving about vacuums and how he wanted a vacuum. I was like, dude, you look down here. You've seen the bottom of the Carlton House. Like there's nothing to
that's
fucking.
That's the dungeon. Yeah,
there's nothing to fucking vacuum. Like what the fuck are you talking about? And I asked him for a cigarette and he was like, I don't have a cigarette. And then I called him like a racial slur, whatever. Whatever. Dude, I've been fucking drinking Ancient Age for like 6 hours. And then this Asian vacuum cleaner salesman just showed up. I don't know what he expected. And so then I called him this slur and he proceeded to beat the living shit out of me.
Let loose the can of whip ass on you.
Dude, like left me leaking in the driveway. Dude, just like I bled. Like you ever fucking you don't know shame until you're like just bleeding from your face in your own fucking driveway.
He's probably had this bottled up for years.
Oh my god, dude! This guy beat the shit out of me.
Whatever you said.
And then mom picked me up and like brought me to some rodeo, and I like showed up. My face is all fucked up. My face is all fucked up, and everybody's giving me weird looks. She's like, "Are you sure?" I'm fine. I'll put on some sunglasses. My face is still all swollen and fucked up.
Well, you're a trooper.
Well, whatever. Look, I get in a lot of fights. You remember.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering when the last time you actually got in a fight was.
That was the last time. It was like 2007.
You learned,
and it wasn't even a fight. Yeah, it wasn't even a fight. This guy just beat the living shit out of me. And after that,
vacuum or anything?
No, there was no vacuum involved. He just fucking used his fist and like just pummeled me. The only revenge I had was to like fuck all sorts of Asian girls. That was like the only fucking retribution I could have.
Is that when you started?
No, I started before that, but I mean, I definitely doubled down after.
What is the attraction to Asian girls like, as opposed to, Caucasians? Not that I insist on you.
You definitely insist on it, and
no, I don't.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They're just. I don't want to say quieter because that'll sound wrong.
Now we have to be careful about everything.
They're not.
So
they're just not. I don't know. They're not so rowdy, I guess. You know, like my wife was the funniest girl I've ever met. Like in my entire life, was the funniest woman I've ever met. But she wasn't so rowdy. I just don't like. I don't know. I think all white women eventually remind me of my mother, and that's the problem. And Asian women never remind me of my mother.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that. Yeah, because your mom is pretty out of control.
She's nuts. So are you, though. Like, I'm not going to put this all on her. You're a fucking nightmare, too.
Look at up, Cat. This is how I am all the time. Just casual. No, I'm not intense. Nope. Only a few times that people called me, intense and things. But,
Dude, we almost got in a fist fight in Las Vegas last time we hung out.
Over Avatar. Because that's awesome.
Debbie, don't start this up again. I will I swear to God. I swear to God. You want to fucking start this up again?
No.
I am right.
Yeah, you're right. It's fine. Only because your guy cheated, re-released it. Whatever.
You are so wrong.
I couldn't
Avatar
even
fucking
sucks.
I
couldn't get a part 2 because James Cameron couldn't get his part 2 because, we're in the middle of see that part 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or
it's not because nobody gives a shit about Avatar anymore. I'm sure that's why. It's because of Cameron.
It's kind of like Trump. I moved past it.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
That's fine. Look, I'll fucking start yelling at you right now. I don't give a fuck. We'll do this all over again. We'll fucking revisit 3 years ago. You threatened to beat the living shit out of me, if I remember correctly.
Is that why my wife was crying and yours went into the other room? I came in there and nobody was
there.
My
wife went into the other room because she is Asian and proper. Again, going back to fucking what we were talking about before. This is why we get with Asian girls.
I had mine, and mine just upset. Like she'd never seen me like that before. So she's like, what is going on here? I go, I really don't even need any idea. But there's no screwdrivers involved tonight, so it'll probably be okay.
Not yet. All right.
No, later after that. I have this thing where I don't drink. I'm not like you. I'm drinking, but not just at night, whatever. But
I don't like the accusation that you just threw at me. Not like
what was that?
I'm not like you. I'm not like you.
You're better for it because you don't do it anymore.
Yeah, sure.
I wish I could just I don't even do that. I wish I could smoke pot. Then my wife's like, yeah, that's what we need. You get out all stoned, watching TV, eating ho-hos. So no,
I could go for a ho-ho right now.
How's that dog doing, by the way? I see on Instagram or whatever that he likes your girl.
He loves my girlfriend. He loves her. He loves her more than he loves me, honestly. Like, he always looks at me like he's concerned about me. And then when she shows up, it's like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, screw you.
Yeah, oh, thank God. I'm not going to have to eat this guy's dead body in the fucking bathtub for at least another couple of days. Someone has come to rescue us.
Did she feed him more often or something? She just feeding and getting water.
She's just normal.
She like cuddling with him. A lot of cuddling.
Yeah,
you probably don't do a lot of cuddling. That's women do that. Debbie, Max, our German Shepherd, Max, Debbie, he is like a mama's boy. He doesn't, I'm like, dude, I'm here too, And, I didn't throw the stick in the river and then you sliced your leg open, so we had to go get stitches. I didn't do any of that.
Come here.
So, it's, he loves his mama.
All right, say hi.
Biff.
Say hi.
He hates it when you lift him up.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
That's a grand dog. Hi, Biff. Biffy, what you doing, buddy? What are you doing? God, he's adorable.
He's too goddamn big, dog. Man. He's like incredibly big. And he just pissed on my fucking hand when I picked him up.
That's great.
Yeah,
so,
awesome.
Now, do you still have to do work where you have you probably shouldn't even mention that. You had a lot of computers, or do you just you just have a single computer now that you're with one company?
I've got fucking 6 computers right now.
Wow. I know when you stayed at the house, you turned our game room into some weird, there's like a laptop. You got so many laptops up there. I'm like, holy shit. That
Yeah.
is a lot of laptops.
Yeah. It's my life, man. I don't know. It's kind of stressful. I kind of just want to leave it. I'm happy doing comedy again. Like I got that whole company I started was because of my wife. Because she wanted to work a fucking non-paying internship, so I started a company to take care of her, and now it's just like grown into this weird fucking thing where like I've got all sorts of Indians contacting me for my LinkedIn training videos and fucking dude, everybody. I don't know. It's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing.
Well, I'm happy that you're successful. That's is it busy? Is it stressful?
Yeah, it sucks, man. I can't stand the work. Like that's the thing. It's like it's kind of feels like a curse because I make so much money that I can't quit.
Yeah.
But
we like money. Yeah. Money's good.
I love a bit of dollars.
Yeah, well, money doesn't buy happiness. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, it does.
I mean, I guess.
Well, it prevents, yeah, but if you're stuck in a house and you can't do anything, that doesn't really work either.
I'm so bored. What are you doing? Like you're bored, right?
I work. I'm essential. I don't have to stay in the house.
And how are you essential?
We're sanitation. So we have chlorine, swimming pool supplies and things. It's what the fact that pools can't turn green, we have to stay open so that we can deliver. Plus, we're just awesome, and that makes us, we thought the first week that thing happened, we thought everything was going to get shut down. And then all of a sudden, business last year was just everybody was staying home. They're building swimming pools. There's, more service companies are out there. I mean, it's an awesome business. I mean, it's the best company I've ever worked for.
Yeah, it's insane. My residual payments for my training videos have almost doubled because people are just staying home and they're just like watching the shit. But it's kind of a double-edged sword because there's all sorts of more smart people that will like want to learn what I do, and then they're like taking my contracts. Yeah, it's kind of a fucking pain in the ass, but I don't know, man. I'm just fucking
Are you
bored.
Looking for do you want to make money at the comedy? Do you want to make money at pod? What you're doing is streaming. That's not really podcasting, right? Is it streaming? What is the actual term for it?
Well, I don't really stream anymore. I have the podcast, and it's just like once a week, just like you do.
It's just a podcast with video. Yeah. It's as opposed to what we're doing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. We're doing it right now.
Except for I'm on the video. We don't do the video with ours.
Right.
So, I mean, is that what you remember? You signed stuff with YouTube and everything. I mean, is that where do you put this on YouTube? I saw it on TikTok. I saw your comedy thing on TikTok. That was good.
I'm on TikTok. I don't want to do TikTok anymore because now my fucking bitch wife is like talking on. Now, this is the fucked up thing. It's like now my wife has a podcast, and like now we're just kind of passive aggressively communicating through podcasts.
Wow.
I was like bitching about how I moved to the other side of the world last week. And then she went on her podcast and talked about how she followed me to the other side of the world last week. And so I decided to reactivate my 2006 shitty punk rock band, like in retro, because it's like the only thing that she can't do that I do is like do music. Because she's terrible at it.
Yeah.
I'm really frustrated. And maybe I should get divorced, but I don't
based
know.
On your final interaction with her, or the last one you told me about, probably be a good idea.
She's so goddamn hot though. Like I can't fucking. I
Well,
can't bring myself to divorce her. She's so beautiful.
yeah, she's the only one out there like that.
She's great in the sack too. Like I fucking.
Well,
Dude, I mean, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I like fucked a lot of girls, and she's definitely the best one.
Talented, huh? That's good. I don't know.
It's very odd.
Wait till you get older, you're gonna have to have
the weirdest podcast I've ever had.
Yeah, you're gonna have help when you get older, so it won't matter as much. You know, it's all about the relationship. You have to talk to each other.
Ugh.
You know, so I know you're dreading that day, but it's coming. I mean, it's you'll have to. My wife says, why is it there's Viagra, but there's no pill for hot flashes? I'm like, I'm just like, I don't have the answer, dear. But that's a serious priority. That's all I can really tell you.
Yeah, that's true.
But, so what's the goal? Are you you're going to take this to another level at some point, or?
I have no idea. I'm just so goddamn bored. Like there's no goal. I'm just so fucking bored. I was fucking around with a college girl, and then she bounced for good reasons. Obviously, I'm fucking a lunatic. And then I'm just kind of sitting here in the middle of nowhere. I got this goddamn dog that won't stop crying at me, and I'm just like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do? And I was always, you remember, I was good at comedy. I used to be in newspapers and shit. And I was
it's good that you got it. I mean, you're good at it. It's good that you got back into it.
Yeah. I don't think people really appreciate how difficult it is to make a room full of people that have like differing opinions and shit laugh. Like for them all to join together and like laugh at like a single sentence. It's a lot harder than it looks. And especially if you're kind of like moving off the cuff, which is where I'm trying to go. Do you know what riffing is?
I've heard the term, but what is it?
Riffing is like, so when I first got into comedy, you remember when I was younger, before I got into comedy, I was like into child acting and shit. And so like I would read a lot of lines and like go to plays and shit and just
you were Pinocchio. You remember being Pinocchio?
Yeah, I was Pinocchio at Children's Fairyland and shit like that. And when I first got into comedy, that's kind of how I approached it. I would kind of just write my own lines, which was weird, and then just read them like I was used to with with acting and stuff, with standard acting. So riffing is essentially no lines. Like you just go off the cuff, you shoot from the hip. And why
is that what Tim Dillon's doing on that podcast you're have me check out? Is that kind of what he's doing?
He riffs.
Except for
he riffs. Most of his podcast is riffing. Yeah, but like riffing is like a stand-up comedy term. It's like when you just go up and you just start talking. And it's always been incredibly difficult because you have to like deal with hecklers and shit. I've never been able to deal with hecklers. I've never been able to deal with people talking shit about me. That's why it's much easier for me to just kind of just read something I've already written. But with what I'm trying to do now, it's kind of just like, okay, I'm gonna step out there and just start talking. And that's like the next level of comedy. Like there's no goal, like at all.
Well, it seems that you want to be in the entertainment in some fashion.
I just want to.
You like listening to yourself talk, right?
I do. Yeah. Well, I've got a great voice.
Yeah, so do I. It's awesome.
You stole my goddamn voice, Dad.
Yeah.
We have the same fucking voice. I remember, I'll never forget, like, I was probably like 14 years old, and one day I just answered the phone, and I think it was Aaron from Globe, just started talking to me about some fucking furniture deal. She was like, "Oh, Doug,"
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "I have no fucking idea what you're talking about." She's like, "Oh my God, is this Bobby?" I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, the girls
And-
all loved you. All the sales girls loved you.
Oh God, Aaron. What was the other girl's name? Can we just sexually harass these girls via podcast?
No, probably because I was a manager and I don't want to talk about them. Because no, there was Aaron and
No, there was one girl. There was one girl. It's not a
Lacey. It's Lacey, the blonde.
Yeah, Lacey.
Lacey.
Lacey. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not going to mention the last name. She was very religious, but she ended up getting divorced. It was weird. I thought she had a couple kids and she got divorced. I thought, oh, that's weird because they were so religious. But you know that doesn't matter, I guess.
How's she doing now?
You know, I don't know. I don't stalk them. I'm too old to stalk anybody. They know I'm a creeper if I just say what's up, and they're like, creeper. You know, so I don't even. Oh, there they are on Facebook or people you may know. You know, I've been married 3 times. I'm not interested in going for 4. I told you all the dating stories. There's nothing better than dating at 50. You know, it's horrific.
I need to fucking settle, don't I? I can't fucking do this the rest of my life.
Well, you know, you got to get, you know, if you're going to get your second, third marriage, you better want to get to the first. You know.
I've been married once. I am still married.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Second or give me your second. Yeah. You got some catching up to do. You'll be like me. You'll just, you know, get tired of each other. And I don't know. I think you like to play the field a little bit, don't you?
I just get bored.
Yeah. And then you're going to get married.
Go ahead.
You get married and you're just like, oh, this is, I'm tired of this. But with, you know, your wife, I mean, you guys look like you got along really good. It was awesome. I got, oh, this is really weird. When you told me the story, you know, I thought that's really good. I liked her. I mean, you know, I always have trouble with people's wives, you know, because I'm a dick,
right.
And you know, I don't really cater, you know, like I probably should, and so they think I'm standoffish, which I probably am, and you know, I'm only comfortable, you know, in my circle of people.
Right.
You know,
no,
so it's
I
kind of
mean,
like,
she sucked. Don't get me wrong, but like she also was awesome. Like it's kind of a weird double-edged sword. I was
dude,
not.
If what happened to me happened to you, I honestly would never speak to her again. Never.
I deserved it. I had it coming. And
Did
frankly, you? I mean, you saw my fucking pictures from the Philippines. Like, come on.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I had it coming.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, come on, you just come on over here and visit, go and stay with me. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
That was a fucking great trip, though. That was the best 3 months of my life. I wish I just stayed there. I'd probably be dead. But
yeah, because you get in some trouble. Weren't you telling me about some like English dude who was in the bar? He was always in the bar, and you know, he stayed there the whole time, and you know, was hanging out. And it sounds so fun just sitting in a bar in another country, hanging out. You know?
Yeah, you're talking about the British guy in a brothel that I hung out in occasionally. Not that I did anything. I just hung out in the brothel, and there was a bar there. And there was an older British man, probably I want to say like 4 or 5 years older than you, and he was just always there, and he just hung out there, and that was his entire life. And he was like, I just retired here. I decided to come to the Philippines and retire, and I don't know. There was something for me. There was a connection there. Like I get why someone like that would do that. It's not for everybody, but there are people like me that maybe aren't built for standard retirement. There are people like me that, may end up dead or fucking miserable. And I really felt a connection to that guy. And he was totally cool. He was fucking hilarious. He was always cracking jokes and pinching girls' asses and fucking, I don't know.
Awesome.
He was fucking really, really cool. And that's why I was trying to get you to go, like, come to the Philippines. Because I don't know, there was something really, I've never been able to recreate that 3 months in all of my life. And I exposed myself to all sorts of insanity, and nothing comes close.
I'd get in trouble. I would get in trouble.
Well, now
it would be like I'd start out really like casual, and it would get worse, and I'd do something a little worse.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, holy shit.
Well, now they've got some new president. Well, it's not really a new president now. Duterte. Have you heard of Duterte?
Yeah.
He fucking like has death squads and stuff, so it's not like as chill as it used to be.
Yeah, that's not
like
good.
Duterte took power like a year after I got back, and now like people are dead in the street, and it's not nearly as fun as it used to be.
Not that there's anything wrong with it, right?
No, I mean fucking whatever. They got too many goddamn people anyway. Fucking start mowing them down. I don't fucking care.
Do you like people? Are you people? You consider yourself a people person?
No, I fucking can't stand people, dude. I'm fucking, dude. Every goddamn time, somebody is like, "Oh yeah, it's weird weather. Isn't it weird that it's like 2 degrees colder?" It's like, dude, who fucking cares? Like, what is this weird? What is this weird fucking thing that we're involved in, where like you think it's necessary to just talk to me? Like, just leave me alone. Like, but I understand that that's probably also my, I don't know, I'm fucking nuts. Because I don't want to talk about the weather to people, I guess. I don't get it.
People are just friendly. They just want to chat. And, there are those people out there. I don't, my wife's one that's like, don't talk to me. She don't want anybody to talk to her. She said COVID's the best thing that ever happened to her.
I feel like
stay away from me.
Yeah, I feel like me and your wife like really vibe.
Yeah.
And I feel like she hates me, and that just makes me vibe.
Hate you.
That just makes
me
vibe.
She does not hate you.
That just makes me vibe with her more. Like, I get this.
Yeah.
Now. I get her.
No.
I feel like I feel like I get your wife more than even you get her. I feel like your wife hates humanity, and I also hate humanity, and I really like her. That's the best wife you ever had.
Yeah, she's number 3 was really good. It's number 2 was good, but number 3 was it's amazing how I could fuck things up. And well, your mom was a little bit different story there. That's she was pretty getting into some shit that I was like, no, I don't really want to participate.
Let's not shit on my mom. It made
you told me it was okay to talk about her.
Look, it made a great person, obviously. Yeah. I'm a fucking lunatic, all right?
Well, that's always what I say. I'm like, it didn't work out, but my son is really awesome.
It's true.
So it was worth
amazing.
It. Yeah. It was worth the pain, the 2 years of pain. You
were with my mom for 2 years?
Well, we were together, but then we got married for 2 years. And then it was like, but she, I'll tell you what, of all of her faults, she took care. I mean, she took pretty good. I thought she took care of you. You can probably tell me now she didn't.
No.
It was. No. I know you've told me some stories before. We don't need to go there, but, she's down deep inside, I think she's a good mom. I think she was a good mom. I just think she has some issues, as it happens to us from time to time.
Right.
But anyway, so yeah, you and current wife are definitely on the same level. Mine's like, don't speak to me. I love having a mask on. I love the 6 foot distancing. She's like in COVID. She doesn't have to, she's working from home. She's up in the game room sitting at the pub table with her computer, looking over the backyard.
Nice.
Living the lifestyle, you know.
Yeah.
It would make me crazy to. I wouldn't mind it for a while. It'd make me a little bit crazy. Hey, did you get your shot yet?
No, I
Probably not
haven't. You've been vaccinated, huh?
I have. A couple of days ago, I went to. I don't know why. I'm not 65 or whatever. It was really
You're
weird. I
fucking
opened my
old
email.
though, right? Aren't you
Yeah,
like
I am.
fucking
I'm
crazy old?
61. I'm
Gross.
61.
All
I
right.
know it's horrible. It's fucking horrible. It's scary because you know you're getting close to death. You know what I mean?
What do you think
It's that-
happens when you're gonna die, Dad?
Black.
Just like Uncle Mark.
Just black. Just black.
Really?
No, I don't know. I'm scared of it being that. I wish that it's. We're probably going to visit reincarnation, you know, on the podcast at some point. That's probably a good point. But yeah, there's the light, and you go, you know, and how do we know about our life? Do you think you could, you know, do you think you would be deserving to go to heaven if there was one, or would you go to the other place? What do you think? Where do you think you'd go?
I don't know, man. It's just Santa
You
Claus
haven't
shit.
done any bad shit, really.
I mean, I haven't been great, but I don't think I'm deserving
You're not
of hell.
But you're not a horrible person. You know, but I don't know what it's going to take. I don't know what it takes.
I think that like the concept of heaven and hell is like Santa Claus shit. Like, you know, it's just Christmas. But you get what I'm saying. It's just kind of like another fucking. It's just another level of the same fucking concept.
All right, listen. Now, is it possible that we're in hell?
Purgatory
already,
right?
Are we already in hell?
As the great band Bad Religion says, how could hell be any worse? I agree.
Yeah.
That maybe
I'm not saying that, but I don't know. Maybe
it'd be weird. Maybe we're in purgatory. I don't know.
Like I say, you know, it seems like it sometimes with a lot of bad, you know, weird things happening.
I'm just so goddamn bored. I don't fucking care. Like, fucking all the bad shit can happen. I'm just like, is this all there is to life? Like, I'm just paying bills. Like, I'm so fucking bored. And,
well, it's a grind. You know, you just work. You guys are going out and eat. I mean, you were in a restaurant the other day when I called you. You know, you can go out and do things. Yeah, you got a Jeep. You live where you live. You got a Jeep. You know, you can drive. You can. Once frickin' summer finally hits, it's going to be really nice.
I'm gonna I'm gonna go back to Asia this summer. I don't know. Maybe I know we started this podcast saying I met the one, but I feel like maybe I'll dump her and go back to Asia. By the time this podcast gets halfway through, now I'm ready to dump the girl. I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, you probably don't want to settle down.
No, I don't. I'm fucking disgusting, man. How can you live with me? I'm the worst son ever made.
No, you're awesome. You jumped, dude. Nobody. I've got 3 sons for everybody, but you're the only one that when I merely mentioned when I retire, I think I might want to do a podcast about UFOs, and you basically could have said, you know what, you're fucking stupid, you know, but you went no. Not only is that a good idea, I'm going to set up all the platforms for you. We're going to get set up with a website, you know, Instagram, you know, everything. And it's awesome. I mean, I need to get in and probably maintain those things so that they get, you know, they're better. You've set them up though. They're ready. You know, you set up YouTube, when you want to start doing video, we'll do YouTube. I'm probably not going to make any money off this, but it's a fun thing for me to do, to get together with you and, you know, my brothers and, you know, Brandon, you know, he's done one, but I can't get him to do another one. I can't figure out what I want to talk about. I go, well, you know, when you do, or I'll pick a topic because I want to bring him back on. Because he did aquatic ape theory, which was a really interesting. Mermaid, you know, they theorize that mermaids are still swimming around in the ocean, and you know, of course. But that's, you know, but you jumped on and have continued to be supportive and helped me because I don't know shit about any of this, especially the tech.
Yeah.
And yeah, true. And then, so, you help me out, and then, we, make suggestions, and, so that we can get better. But I'm not going to, I'm not anticipating making any money on this. Probably.
You might make money once we dump like some money into marketing. I think you're going to be fucking shocked. Like if you're surprised about the reception now, wait till we dump like $1,000 into marketing. You're gonna be flabbergasted.
Whenever you're ready. Who do you have to do research to find out where you need to do this? What about so when Facebook does a boost, what is that anything? Or is that just for
Well, Facebook doesn't do a boost. You pay Facebook to do a boost. And this is what I did this for a while with Playdom. And it's essentially just paying money, because you know how you can like things on Facebook?
Yeah.
This is like the rudimentary explanation. But you like things on Facebook, and it's like some dumb little serotonin boost you get from like, oh, I like big titties on Facebook or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can when you're on the other end, you're the big dog and you're looking to market, you can say, okay, I want to target everybody who likes big titties, who likes aliens, et cetera, et cetera. And that's the whole purpose behind Facebook. I mean, really, it's kind of simplistic.
That's their marketing. Yeah,
that's their whole.
But it always says boost. And I always thought, I wonder if I want to do. But
just let me take care of that. But yeah, I mean, that's what I did for a couple of years with Playdom, is learning how to do marketing through their advertising algorithm, through their liking system. So yeah, I mean, it'll be fine. You're gonna see like with $1,000, you're probably gonna see anywhere between like a 5,000 and 10,000% increase in listens, for sure.
That'd be awesome. I like watching I like numbers, so the analytics are really fascinating to me. I wish you would have linked yours to. You didn't want to link it to what we're using?
No, I thought about it at first, and then I was like thinking about trying to explain how to like separate them, and I'm like, it's not worth it. Like, I don't.
But if you click on mine, it's mine, and I click on yours, it's yours, right? And then you have your analytics.
Well, yeah, but when you hit the program analytics, if we both were under the same account, it would load everything at first, and you would actually have to take another action to separate the two. And I just didn't want to deal with that. I just felt like it was gonna fucking create more problems than it was worth.
It's gonna create questions. Yeah, it's like today I go, holy shit, 18 isn't up yet, And I literally said, I'm at work and I'm buried at work, and I'm looking at my phone going, how? I don't want to ask you about it. I said, you put it up, you go, hey, it's up. At like 8 this morning, about 3 o'clock or whatever, I texted you. I said, it was like torn. I don't know if I even want to ask him.
It's up. I don't know why nobody's listening to it. Every now and then you'll send me a message like, why isn't anybody listening to it? It's like, dude, I've done everything I could do. Like, I put it up. I don't know why.
No, it's not. But it's not. I went to Spotify and it's not on there.
Is it not?
It's not on Spotify, or it might be now. I haven't looked late.
Let me
since
take a look.
4 o'clock or something. That's what I said. I mean, I don't know if it's on there and they're not listening. Fine, whatever.
No, you might be right. Maybe something fucking happened. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's not on Spotify.
You have got to get a new logo. I hate this fucking logo.
I love the logo. I'm never getting rid of that logo.
So bad. It's such a fucking.
People love that logo.
Basic. Dude, I wanted to stay with this girl just so she could fucking get you.
No, I am not going to let a 19-year-old design my podcast. I've done marketing for years, and I know what to sell.
You're right, though. It's not up. I don't know what the fuck happened. She had a fucking dude. I'll tell you what. Dude, that girl was great in the sack. I don't fucking give a fuck. Well, she should have fucking designed the goddamn logo.
I'm just trying to tell you, it was just difficult for me to even text you to say that it wasn't up yet.
No, you're right.
I go, fuck, he's got it. What? Just like then, you're like, yeah, it's up. Nobody's listening. I go, no, you don't understand. It's not on the list.
But it's on Omni. You verified that it's on Omni.
Yeah.
Something's weird. Something's weird with Omni right now. Like, have you noticed? Like, have you been fucking with the website? Have you noticed like the website's been weird the last few days?
I haven't looked at the .net. I haven't looked at it lately. Is it hooked up to Omni in some way?
Yeah, Omni runs our entire distribution network.
Yeah. So you don't have to do it separately. You just distribute.
I'm not gonna give you insight into my process. All right, let me assure you that Omni is integral to the entire thing.
I just like to know what makes shit work. That's all.
I don't mind explaining things to you. What I mind is explaining things to you like 12 times, and that's what everything turns into.
You never once told me about this.
I know, because I know, like, I explained Discord to you twice over Thanksgiving, and then you like fucking sent me a text message. Oh, I just didn't have the input selected. It's like, dumb. Whatever. I'm not even going to get into this again.
I didn't. Yeah. I think I figured it out now.
All right.
Now I'm happy.
Thank you,
now
Dad.
You're happy.
I'm happy.
Discord.
You're happy. This has been a great episode.
Awesome.
I appreciate you joining me. This was a interesting. It was a train wreck, but I appreciate it. I love you, Dad. I'll talk to you later.
Love you, buddy.
You have a good day.